Greetings, Lucky Legends. Welcome to the dojo. My name is Lucky, this is Lucky Lad TV. I'm your host for this video, and this is an announcement video that should be going up at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a stream announcement video. I will be streaming at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 hours from now. 4 hours from when this video is posted. It's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 10 a.m. Pacific. It's 12 p.m. Central, and 11 a.m. Mountain. I think it's Mountain Time. If you live in England, I think it's 6 p.m. If you live in France, I think France or Spain, I think it's 7 p.m. I don't know all the time zones, but it is a donation stream. I will be streaming regardless of the donations. If there's 0 donations or if there's 100 donations, it doesn't matter. I'll be streaming regardless. For those of you who are new, for those of you who have been around on the channel for a while, you are fully aware that I have Crohn's disease. Crohn's disease is a chronic intestinal disease that affects the GI tract, affects your stomach, your colon, your intestines, pretty much everything that's up in here. And it's a chronic disease, and it's a really nasty disease. Luckily for me, I have it's not as severe as it could be. However, to the same extent, I have an upper moderate case. It goes mild, moderate, severe. I have an upper moderate case. It's not quite severe, but it's not by any means mild. And basically every day when I wake up, I have issues with motion sickness. I have issues with balance. I have issues with nausea. I don't digest food properly. I spend a lot of time in bed and in the restroom because I'm in a lot of pain. I'm very nauseous. And basically the thing about Crohn's disease is that there's a lot of daily complications that go with it. For example, food becomes more expensive because you have to eat a very, very restricted diet so as to reduce flare-ups. And if you want to know more information about Crohn's, you can just tab out of this video because there's no, relevant information coming at your face. The reason I have this showdown thing, or rather, this showdown thing up is because I'm going to be streaming Pokemon Showdown stuff. I'm not quite sure what, but linked in the description down below, you'll find the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America, which is, that's your best resource if you want to know more about Crohn's disease. Definitely go check that out if you want to know about what I go through every day. But basically, my parents can only cover so much. I live with them rent-free. We have 4 dogs, as you probably know, and my dad is working, my mom currently is not, and we just moved, so I'm not currently working either. And the point of this stream is I want to be able to help my parents out financially because currently I'm making no contributions, and that's completely unfair. I'm an adult. I should be making financial contributions. But anyway, food is more expensive because you have to eat a very restricted diet. You have to eat very, very healthy, and as I'm sure a lot of you know, healthy eating is much more expensive than unhealthy eating. The other part about it is that I have multiple doctor's appointments every week, and there's travel required with that, and you have to pay for the doctor every time you go. Even though we have insurance, it still costs money out of pocket every time. And then, of course, there are all of the prescription and over-the-counter medications that I have to take, the health supplements that I have to take. There's a lot that goes into managing this disease that it's not difficult for me to handle, but it's something that it's not something that is going to change. And for that, I need a steady source of income, and ideally that would be from streaming and from doing YouTube. However, for the time being, that's not the case, which is why I'm having this donation stream. This donation stream is for content insurance. And basically what that means is that I want to be able to assure you guys either a stream or a video will be in your sub boxes. Well, if I'm streaming, there's a video saying that I'm streaming, so I want to make sure that I can get you guys a video every single day. And I can't do that if I don't have the food and the medications and all that sort of stuff that go along with handling this disease. And I'm not really comfortable asking you guys for financial help. Like, it's very uncomfortable for me to ask, but to the same extent, without your guys' help, I won't be able to produce content on a daily basis because I won't be healthy enough to do so. And it's not like there's a specific donation goal, because all of the money that is donated will go directly towards supporting me as a content creator, in the sense that it'll go towards my medications, it'll go towards the doctor visits, it'll go towards the more expensive food. And let's say I have enough donations to cover all of that. Well, after that, it's going into a savings account to help pay for a new computer, because currently I'm working on a laptop and I want a good desktop with a good monitor and all that sort of stuff. After that, it's getting better mic quality, better setups, soundproofing, getting my own place so that I'm not living rent-free with my parents, that sort of stuff. Everything will be in direct support of this channel and of this, well, Twitch is still a channel, so everything will be in direct support of this channel. None of this is going into my pocket for me to go spend on hookers and blow. I don't know, that's the first phrase that came to mind. Nothing is going into extraneous expenses. Nothing is being spent on anything other than what is directly related to this channel. And you're probably, some of you may be thinking that the medical stuff is indirect, but it's really not, because without all the medications and the food, I can't sit here and record because I'm literally too sick to do so. I can't record in my room. I don't have any equipment in there. And I can't put it in there because it's not realistic. My room is very, very, very small. And it's right next to the street, so there's a lot of noise. And it's also right next to my parents' room, so I can't record if they're in there because they make noise. And the house isn't soundproof, obviously. So, like I said, I really hate having to ask you guys for this help, but I don't... If I was making enough money off of YouTube, I wouldn't be doing a donation stream. However, this is something that I view as necessary because I hold myself to a pretty high standard, and in my opinion, it's very important that I contribute to my family and to my medical expenses and to all these things that pertain to me. So, I will be having this donation stream kind of against my will. There's not really, I didn't really have a choice in the matter, but without your guys' help, I can't continue to produce content, and I can't continue to... Without your guys' help, I'm Jacob, not Lucky. But with your guys' help, I can continue to be Lucky, and I can continue to produce all the stuff that goes out on Lucky Lad TV. And that is my goal. That is what I really, really want to do, because I love putting smiles on your guys' faces. But I currently, as of like right now when I'm recording this, I currently can't do that. Until I get a job that I can also handle, I can't be lucky for you guys as often and as well as I want to, which is why I'm having this stream. And again, I'm not really comfortable with the stream, but I'm probably going to talk to a couple people about it, and they're going to be like, you're being stupid, we all support you, we're going to do it anyway. But the stream will be at 12 p.m. Central Time, because that's my time zone now, or 1 p.m. Eastern Time, which is, in my opinion, the best reference time zone, because most people out of the country know Eastern Time. But for those of you who just want it easy, it is going to be at 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Let's just go with that. And I want to thank you guys so very much for watching, for taking the time out of your day to join me either here at the dojo or over at twitch.tv/LuckyLadTV. Donations, of course, are appreciated, but they are by no means mandatory. But I would love to see you guys there, just showing your support, repping the Lucky Legends. So I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. Best luck out there. I will see you all soon.